Hello, welcome to Daily Bread. Last Sunday we held a service of lament, on Zoom, of course. The purpose was to offer some very explicit readings and prayers about the many things we grieve and long for in this troubled time of both pandemic and now racial unrest. In our scriptures, the Book of Lamentations provided ample resources. Here's one particularly poignant excerpt. How lonely sits the city that once was full of people. No one comes to the festivals. All her gates are desolate. Psalm 13 gave voice to our pain as well. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long must I bear pain in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all day long? These passages might resonate with either the fears and deprivations we experience in the face of COVID-19 or our struggles to overcome racial injustice and the violence and divisiveness that so damage our sense of ourselves as a free and united country. When will any of this ever end? And what can each of us or all of us do? In the liturgy, individuals lit candles as signs of lament, and a few of us offered some words along with prayers for God's healing power. I believe it is important for us to be deeply aware of the many ways we can feel wounded and dragged down in this season. Facing into the darkness and not always trying to be upbeat and hopeful is an important part of this experience. But, and this is a huge but, lament is not the whole story. It can't be and it shouldn't be. There is a poem by Jack Gilbert that I've loved for years that speaks to our need to not be engulfed by evil or misery. It's called A Brief for the Defense. Here are the lines that I find most compelling. Sorrow everywhere, slaughter everywhere. If babies are starving someplace, they are starving somewhere else, with flies in their nostrils. But we enjoy our lives because that's what God wants. Otherwise, the mornings before the summer dawn would not be made so fine. The Bengal tiger would not be fashioned so miraculously well. The poor women at the fountain are laughing together between the suffering they have known and the awfulness in their future, smiling and laughing while somebody in the village is very sick. If we deny our happiness, resist our satisfaction, we lessen the importance of their deprivation. We must risk delight. We can do without pleasure, but not delight, not enjoyment. We must have the stubbornness to accept our gladness in the ruthless furnace of this world. To make injustice the only measure of our attention is to praise the devil. If the locomotive of the Lord runs us down, we should give thanks that the end had magnitude. We must admit there will be music, despite everything. The poet says that God wants us to enjoy our lives, and at times that seems impossible or wrong. Even so, as the poet reminds, there is beauty in the world. There is love and laughter, and we must attend to these as well. To make injustice the only measure of our attention is to praise the devil. There's more here than just looking for the silver lining. It's about being fully aware and awake to all that is. It's about trust that the darkness will never overcome the light of God's love. And so I end with the words of another poet, Max Ehrmann, who wrote Desiderata in 1927. He ends with these words: with all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. Blessings to all of you this day in whatever your strivings. Bye.